Welcome, everyone, back to another episode of Bold of You to Say. We're back with our friend Jake, our special guest for today's episode, twitch.tv/Azzy_rivals.
Yeah, I'm a very special guest in the mental way.
So for our first segment, News Minute, we talked a bit about the inauguration.
Sorry, folks.
You know, depending on what happens, if it's like what we talked about before, where, you know, it was a slow news week 2 weeks ago. We apologize in advance for anything that happens now that we've jinxed it.
We didn't mean to kill the president. It just kind of happened.
That's the clip they're going to play in court, Jared. We talked a bit about WandaVision and Marvel movies as a whole, kind of complained about villains for a bit.
Yeah.
Jared went on a rant about a movie that I'm definitely seeing tonight because it just sounds so good.
It's amazing. You're going to love it.
Then we went into a bit about game emulation, game piracy.
Game of marriage.
We talked about the DMCA laws and why they need to be rewritten for the for these modern times, for these uncertain times. And then I gave the solution to piracy. I basically fixed it. You're welcome.
We did it, boys.
Timestamps will all be listed out down below, so you can skip to whatever topic you'd like. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into it.
And remember to follow me, and I will follow you back. I'll let you decide if that's a threat or not, though.
So John Mulaney is being investigated by the Secret Service. This
Amazing.
is I'm going to be reading from an article from AP. I'll have it linked in the description. File details investigation into John Mulaney SNL monologue. So last year, John Mulaney hosted SNL, and in his monologue, he mentioned the president, the now former president, Donald Trump. So yeah, I guess apparently the Secret Service launched an investigation into John Mulaney for, quote, inappropriate jokes about President Trump. I guess he was joking about, like, I guess he was like comparing Donald Trump to Julius Caesar. Here's the quote. Another thing that happened under Julius Caesar, he was such a powerful maniac that all the senators grabbed knives and they stabbed him to death. That would be an interesting thing if we brought that back now. Now, I feel like that's just something that everyone knows you can't say legally.
But it is funny.
It is funny, but like, I don't know. That's like running into a gas station yelling, "I have a gun," and then being surprised when someone tackles you.
What if
I
you tackle
just do that for fun.
Yeah. You don't do that?
Yeah, you don't do that, Alex? You don't just run in and say, I have a gun just to get tackled for fun?
Look, I have enough thrill in my life.
The greatest thing to do is run into an airport and scream, bomb, 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 and then run out. It makes me feel alive.
Look, I have learned to not question your choices at this point.
You don't have control here.
Yeah, so I just thought that was funny that, like, among all of the stuff that has happened, especially lately,
a Saturday Night Live comedian is being investigated by the CIA, but Twitter users need to find all of the people who did the terrorist attack. Yeah, we mentioned in last week's episode that after what happened in Washington, you know, the terrorist insurrection, not the patriotic protest. No, after that act of sedition last week, the FBI tweeted out, "Hey guys, can you like tell us if you know anyone that was at the Capitol? Because like we don't know." And then all of the replies were just photos of the event that came out in real time where everyone's showing their faces because none of them wore masks because of course they didn't. My favorite ones are the people like, "Oh no, not," and then the person's full name, address, their phone number, social security number, and everything.
Which you guys already know.
I retweeted like 5 of those. It feels so satisfying.
Yeah, I don't mean to retread what we talked about last week, but why do we have the NSA
if they still need furries on Twitter to tell them who committed a terrorist act. Because Jared, you mentioned that the FBI had to
blocked all of the furries that sent them porn, and then they were like, "Hey, can you guys help us?" And like,
I love it.
I love Twitter politics because it's just this horrifying cesspool. It's like the factions from Fallout New Vegas, where they all just hate each other, but occasionally they're forced to work together. I love it. It's beautiful. It's just such chaos. But yeah, no, so FBI has to work with furries now.
Yeah, it's the crossover of the century.
Like, in my head, I'm just imagining like Boys in Blue, and then some guy comes in with his fucking rainbow dog suit. Don't worry, guys. I got the perp's fingerprints.
Oh god. What about what about the suits that have like the freaking Confederate flag on them?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Have you guys seen those?
Those guys
I've always been curious.
Those are
about.
the cops. Are you kidding me?
Those are the cops.
Controversial statements here. I'm a bad guy.
All right, I'm gonna try to remember to link this in the description. There's a video that I saw that just the title alone, it had me like, oh.
What's the video?
It was, hold on, I gotta find the exact title. It was basically like a video about neo-Nazis like infiltrating the furry fandom.
Oh, not gonna lie, bro. That's kind of cringe. Almost cringe.
Kind of cringe. Ooh.
Shut up! I've got a speech impediment.
So this is from the Cavernacle. Why so many bronies and furries are neo-Nazis.
God, just that sentence alone makes me want to hang myself.
And the same guy, this video is from 2 weeks ago. The same guy 8 months ago, he made a video called "Why So Many Furries Are Neo-Nazis." And
I'm just gonna say this like, here. The whole thing about neo-Nazis is that the white Aryan race is the supreme race. You can't be a neo-Nazi if you want to be a fucking dog also.
Yeah.
That goes against like, your very principles of that organization's beliefs.
Before I had it explained to me from that video, I always found it so strange that there were so many people that like, I don't know, like you said, Jared, it seems like those beliefs really conflict a lot.
Yeah. Like absolutely.
How can someone be like, oh, the Jews are all dogs, and so am I.
And so am I. Everybody get in the fuck pile.
Yeah, so while we're in News Minute, I wanted to talk about this. Not much really happened at the inauguration today.
Alex, no, not again.
I know.
We just got a new one. Don't let him die.
I know what our history is with calling it too soon. We are recording this at 6:44 p.m. on January 20th.
This is our formal apology for what's about to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen, but we know that there's going to be some shit.
Look, I apologize in advance if immediately after recording, like someone
the White House explodes. Trump left the gas on or something. I'm just saying, look, Alex, don't say everything's okay. It's not okay. Hold on. First, before we go, let me consult the Magic 8 Ball, and then we can talk.
I apologize in advance if Barron Trump does like a full Home Alone in the White House.
My God.
And we find out about it after recording. But up to this point, 6:45 p.m., January 20th, not much has happened at the inauguration.
Magic 8 Ball, with your divine wisdom, is everything going to be okay?
Speaking of Home Alone, have you guys heard?
All right, you're safe now, Alex. Who says it's good?
So,
Jared, do I have to teach you that when someone's talking, you don't immediately start talking over them?
We needed to consult the Oracle.
It's okay. He was from Benzie.
I am.
He doesn't know much.
What? Who are you again?
People from Benzie are dogs, and so am I.
Oh my god.
Husky woof woof.
God damn it. All right, Jake,
Dog
you're
school.
going to speak.
Dog school.
Use your word.
Okay, so speaking of Home Alone, so the one scene where Trump is in it, people have started replacing Trump with other characters.
Yeah, I saw someone replace Trump with the Heavy from Team Fortress.
Look.
Yeah, somebody replaced the Heavy.
History doesn't care about your feelings, okay? That was the cinematic debut of Donald J. Trump, and nothing can take that away from him. Well, he did not have a long acting career. That was surely the peak of it.
What did you say in that movie?
We all know his career just went downhill. Just more and more and more from there.
In that movie, doesn't he like tell the kid to fuck off?
I think he gives him directions.
It wouldn't be out of character.
I think the kid's like, "Where's the bill? Where's the room I'm trying to get to?" And he's like, "Over there."
Over there. Okay, I might be thinking about my time in New York then.
He also was in Zoolander. I just remembered.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all the movies,
he's really great at making brief cameos in, movies, television, politics.
The briefest of cameos.
Cameo.
My favorite thing is he wants to start a new government party. Would you like to hear the name of it?
The Patriot Party.
Yeah. You know the best part about that?
I saw you retweeted this earlier. I'm trying to remember.
It is an actual party that existed in the 1950s, and it was basically the foundations for the Antifa idea.
Okay, here we go. Here's all of
it was
the
literally an anti-fascist movement, and we're gonna be the Patriot Party. It was like Hitler using the swastika. It's just wrong.
Jake, you were saying?
So these were all of the movies that Trump was in. Zoolander, Home Alone 2, 2 Weeks Notice, The Little Rascals, Celebrity, as well. He was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Spin City, Sex and the City, Suddenly Susan, The Drew Carey Show, All My Children, and The Nanny.
Look, to be honest,
The Apprentice.
I think it's like a law where if you have something set in New York, at one point or another, you have to have Donald Trump cameo.
If you use his building,
obviously
you
not
have
anymore.
To. No. If the reason why they've had him in it is because they wanted to use Trump Tower as the set for like the hotel and shit. So he just, he got in the movie.
Well, hold on. Borat features Trump Tower. Granted, it's Borat shitting at Trump Tower, but Donald Trump only cameos in the second movie.
I don't think they got permission to film there.
Really? You don't think they got permission to shit on Trump Tower?
Yeah. I got a feeling Sacha Baron Cohen's just like somehow immune to being sued.
No, Sacha Baron Cohen's comedy, it like has the opposite effect of every other kind of early 2000s or like mid 2000s comedy, where like a lot of comedy movies from that time aged fairly like really poorly, I think.
You want to know something that aged poorly?
Especially that part where he's shitting on Trump Tower, aged like fine wine.
Yeah. No, speaking about aging poorly and Trump, I just looked up Donald Trump on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Holy shit, that man did not age well.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look this up. Let me just look up young Donald Trump, because I know he wasn't a melting pile of flesh when he was younger.
Oh my god.
So let me just get okay, so in the photo, like I just Googled young Donald Trump, went down to the one that says Donald Trump avoided the military draft 5 times, which is common. The picture that they used for that, where he's like pretty young, he's not bad looking. Like, he's not an unattractive person. Like, he has a normal haircut. He's smiling.
He looks like a human being.
Yeah, that must have been before all the Horcruxes.
Yeah, I did something. Before he became a Republican. Because wasn't he a Democrat for a while?
I think before This must have been pre 2012 because I know he talked about running in 2012, and I think he was going to run as a Republican. But I think in like the early 2000s or like the early 2010s, maybe, or not like the somewhere around the 2000s.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like a Democrat."
No, he's not.
But now hold on, if we're looking at young versions of people that were in this last election, have you seen young Joe Biden?
No, I don't think I have.
Now think of
He's just a goblin.
Think of the current goblin-faced Joe Biden, and now look at a picture of him when he was.
Oh my god,
young.
I know that guy. Holy shit! No, that looks like every single like not smart, I guess just normal standing kid in high school, like the ones you see in the hallway that like has a life, but you just think it's just like, oh, he's the side character.
Joe Biden looks like a default skin.
Yeah. Oh, I'm curious, what does young Bernie look like?
Young Bernie it's
just Bernie but with hair.
Holy young Bernie, shit, and I cannot stress this enough, was hot as fuck.
It kind of looks like Gavin.
Why did you have to say that?
Because the picture I have looks like fucking Gavin.
How am I going to explain this if he ever listens to this?
I don't know, but I want to be there for it. No, but seriously, this picture looks like Gavin, like the last time I saw him. Here, I'll send it.
Young Bernie is definitely the hottest of the politicians. And I think there's like a correlation between like how hot you are and what your politics are, because Bernie Sanders has really good politics. He believes in like healthcare for everyone and shit like that. Hot as hell. Still kind of a little dreamboat as an old man. Now Joe Biden, however, he started out.
He looks like he's about to turn into Prince Harry.
Listen, he started out like idealistic, like, oh, I'm gonna get into politics and stuff, and he was like, he was relatively attractive, but then at some point, he went from like 20 to 45.
Yeah,
because like looking at pictures of him like throughout the years. Let me show you the one that I'm looking at right now. I'm sending it to General. That one, that picture where he's like,
oh my god, what is that hairstyle?
He looks like the guy from Rocky Horror. The one,
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff. Yeah, he looks like Riff Raff.
My god,
like his hair just
that hairstyle.
It looks like he did not take care of it. He looks like he didn't take care of it.
It looks like he's got a buzz cut, like comb over kind of thing on top, but then a mullet also.
Yeah.
God, what a rebel. All right, I think our news minute's over now.
Yeah, so nothing happened at the inauguration.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
All right.
Now, there were the QAnon people were like apparently expecting a finger quotes storm. Because I saw this article. This is from NPR. The QAnon storm never struck. Some supporters are wavering, others steadfast. And I want to show you what I want to show you. Hold on.
They are
copy link address.
They're getting bolder now.
All right, I'm sending you a tweet, and it's a screenshot. This journalist posted a screenshot from Telegram, which I guess is like where QAnon people communicate other than Facebook. And they're on their last ounce of copium.
Yeah.
One person said, I'm holding. Another person said, holding, but I feel really sick. And then it's the monkey covering their eye emoji, and then the blushing emoji. Someone said, the line is broken. Someone said, yes, sir. Someone said, have faith, trust the plan, with 3 exclamation marks. Trying a little hard.
So, okay, so I
love Oblivion dialogue.
I want to have a little input on Telegram here. So after Trump,
yeah, so I've never heard of it. So you're gonna have to explain like what it is, if there's anything that like makes it different from just a regular messaging app.
Not really, to be honest. Well, yes. Everything is encrypted.
Okay.
Um,
Just like with Tunnel Bear, today's sponsor.
I'm
Wait,
so
really?
sad that Linus broke
No.
up with Tunnel Bear.
Alex, you got me excited.
So when did Trump get banned on Twitter?
Like a week ago?
No, it happened in 1984. Are you kidding me?
It was the day after the insurrection, I think, or like a couple days after. It was definitely that
day
week.
after, I think.
It was the 8th.
Okay, so that was 2 days after.
Yeah, so 4 days after, Telegram sent out a message to everybody. Telegram surpassed 5 million active users. So they all jumped ship over to Telegram now that Trump isn't on Twitter anymore.
You know what that reminds me of? Right after Twitter announced that they were banning a bunch of neo-Nazi accounts, like conservative accounts like PragerU and shit like that. Like they were complaining like, why did we just lose a bunch of followers? Why did we just lose like 30% of our followers right after they banned a bunch of neo-Nazis?
Underwater.
Why did we lose all of our followers, Twitter? Are you silencing the masses?
Are you saying that some people shouldn't have free speech if they're like inciting violence, or saying that some people are subhuman and encouraging violence and or discrimination against them?
My favorite thing about this is all of the Republicans saying that this is just like 1984. Motherfuckers, Trump was Big Brother. You are the guys on the wrong side if this was 1984, you dipshits.
Yeah, Trump is not the little guy in this story.
This is so stupid. This is more like Godzilla, King of the Monsters, where everyone's on Godzilla's side, but they know he's just going to kill them in the end.
Yeah, like...
It's like, they're not your friends. They're giant man-eating beasts.
All these Trumpsters are acting like, oh, like Trump getting banned from like Twitter and all that stuff. They're acting like it's Big Brother versus like some like scrappy little guy, when really it's like if Big Brother was fighting like the Combine. Yeah.
A very satisfying fight. My favorite thing though is how they're able to do this, ban all these people and stuff, and it being like, oh my god, pardon me, it being perfectly okay to do it. It just reminds me of the fact that, what was it? There's a law where you can deny people service for anything, and it was put there because of gay cakes. Because someone didn't want to make a gay wedding cake.
Yeah, I don't really know the specifics of that. Like, I don't know what you're talking about specifically.
There is a law that was put into play. I forget on what level, but the law basically states is that you can deny anyone service due to like religious or personal reasons.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I heard of that.
The reason for it was this Christian couple had a cake restaurant. Like, they make personal cakes and stuff, and this gay couple came and was like, "Ooh, can you make a wedding cake?"
Yeah, well, that's the classic story.
Yeah. But my favorite thing, though, is that same law applies both ways, motherfucker. Get off Twitter. They don't want you there. Legally, you have to now. I love democracy.
So, yeah, again, I do apologize in advance.
Sorry, we killed the president.
Yeah, I apologize in advance if someone fucking conjures like the ghost of Robert E. Lee to burn down the White House the day after this is recorded.
Alex, you've doomed America. We had the dream team. Bernie Sanders is in charge of taxation of the Senate. And you just ruined that.
I am the Senate.
Yeah, no. Basically, Joe Biden's whole cabinet is like the Democrat Avengers, because it's literally every single person that was like trying to be president. Like Al Gore's now the head of the EPA and shit like that.
Oh,
and it's like, oh, this is awesome, but why does he have to be president? Like, I like all the other choices.
Being the head of the EPA and Bernie Sanders being
I forget what
his official title is, but he's
basically the money guy.
He controls the budget.
Yeah,
he's
those are definitely good.
It's a very good thing for Bernie.
Yeah, he can finally tax the rich.
Well, yeah, and now he can use budget reconciliation to pass Medicare for all.
Yes.
Yep.
This is
because he can get it passed with only 51 votes.
This is just such an Avengers level like movie moment here, but
it's not a threat. It's not an Avengers level threat.
Yeah, not a threat. So it's like a movie moment. I'm trying to think of how to say this. This is like the Avengers coming together, except if Nick Fury was the head of Hydra.
I don't understand the metaphor. Like, I understand what the metaphor is.
Like, Joe Biden's in charge. Fuck Joe Biden. I still don't like him. He's just Trump, but in a different skin. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll eat my hat again, but...
Well, they're bad in different ways.
Yeah.
Because, like, Trump will just bomb a country on a whim. Joe Biden will bomb a country because the defense industry told him to.
Yeah. You're right. Oh, God, you're so fucking right.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Biden's cabinet, from what I've heard, it's basically just picked by Wall Street.
I heard it was made of oak.
Of course. What?
I said I heard it was made of oak. His cabinet.
You're going to send me to an early grave, Jared. No, from what I've heard, though, his cabinet isn't, like, good, other than Bernie being the budget person and Al Gore being ahead of the EPA, which I am just hearing about.
Yeah. Slow news day.
Yeah, let's just be Jared. Why would you say that?
No, God.
Okay, all right.
Because
now that
today was the inauguration day.
We have to apologize in advance again.
We just killed Al Gore.
I apologize if someone brings a Gorilla Glue commercial to life at the White House lawn.
I can just imagine it now. The cabinet's there like, God, we have to fix the fence. They broke it. Does anyone know any like strong, sticky substances that we can use to fill these holes? And then Harambe shows up.
That was a nice little callback that we did.
I know. I'm really good at those.
We're really good at rewarding longtime listeners.
Speaking about longtime listeners,
someday when we have some, they'll be rewarded.
I'm a long-time listener.
I don't know how many people know this, but a long time ago on Instagram, when me and Alex were just wee lads, we had a series of memes that Alex did involving me and a very fashionable coat.
Oh, the coat, yes.
And I'm so happy because today...
Hold on. All right, let's close out News Minute and jump into this new segment. Jerry talks about the coat.
The coat.
Do some transition music, Jared.
Do.
All right, welcome to the part of the show where we talk about Jared's coat.
Yeah. No, but so very long time ago, me and Alex, before we started the podcast and everything, Alex liked to make memes and stuff. And I was the subject of most of them because I am quite fashionable. But
he was a figurehead.
I was a goddamn king, Alex. No, but one of the memes and stuff, a lot of them feature a character called the Russian Czar, which was me in a very stylish coat. And I have immensely pleasing news. Not only have I found the original coat, it still fits, kinda. It's a little tight.
Now we just have to retake the motherland.
Yeah, we're on our
glorious
way.
Empire will reign again.
Yes.
And of course, by the motherland, I mean the group chat that is now taken over by Donovan.
Nah, I let him. I said it would be funny if he did it.
Yeah, I know. And now we have to storm it and take it back, Jared.
I don't know how you plan on doing that.
I don't either, but now that we have the coat, I feel like we have to.
Oh my God.
Or else it's like, what, did they just get the coat and stop there?
Well, I mean, it's still got a little magic in it. But I also found the pen.
The pen?
The Ocean Man pen. It had been lost for
pin.
years.
I thought you said pen.
No, pin. I lost that back in high school and didn't know what happened to it and was sad by it.
I wonder if I still have my Russian pins.
I have a couple. I think they're hidden in a drawer somewhere. Old artifacts of a bygone age.
I gave mine to Saf.
Nice. You should have split it in half.
Damn it, those are non-transferable.
Gotcha. What you should do, Jake, is you need to cut that pin in half and then, like, you know, make them into half
Hold on.
pins.
Do you realize the level of energy that will release if you break the seal?
I know. It will trigger
it's like
it a
splitting
bit.
an atom.
It's too much.
Those pins are the building blocks of this universe.
The infinity pins. God damn, I wish we could make more of them. It's been so long. Looking back before the war. We will retake the Holy Land. Not Jerusalem, no, that place is fucked.
No.
Talking about Russia.
Our old group chat.
Yeah, that one. Let me just hide these plans for Poland.
All right, so anyway, let's get into some of this rapid fire stuff before we get into the
I'm
the
loading
main
the
topic.
fact assault rifle. Assault rifle loaded.
All right, so which one of you wrote down the thing about WandaVision?
I don't know. Was it
that was
you?
me.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, Jared, you haven't seen WandaVision yet, have you?
All I know is that there's a scene where Vision's like skin can be shown for a split second, and everyone's taking it way out of context.
Well, I actually don't know what you're referring to.
There's a screenshot. I saw it on Twitter just today, in fact, and it was Vision sitting on a park bench in like a cardigan and like, you know, nice shirt, button-up shirt and everything. And you see, like, you know how button-up shirts, they have the button on the sleeve, and then there's like the little hole that opens up sometimes if you move just right? Well,
Sure.
Vision had his hand kind of crooked in a way, like he had his head resting on it, and you can see, like, into that little hole, and you can see normal human skin instead of the Vision's red, weird skin. And it's obviously a wardrobe malfunction that they didn't care about because the scene's like a second long. But a whole bunch of like Marvel fans on Twitter started speculating that this means Vision is a different person and is like a human in disguise and shit like that. And everyone else is like, are you guys okay?
Yeah. Okay, so like I have seen so much stuff like that, like speculation, like I see this a lot with like Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
People really want them to be something more than they are. Like this happened like with the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Like when the first one came out, the Amazing Spider-Man, at the end there's this like mysterious guy that's like, I guess their plan was to build him up as some like overarching like mastermind kind of character.
Yeah.
People were like coming up with all kinds of like crazy theories about it. And like I guess it's understandable because it's like they left it really vague. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, and now granted that Sony was really asking for it because they shoved so much into that.
They took the mistake of Spider-Man 3 and they did it before they did their third Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Great job,
Now
Sony.
It's like the scene in the basement in the Oscorp like secret lab.
Oh, you
they
mean
have, the vulture wings and the Doc Ock arms and all that.
The no need for origin story, just throw on a backpack.
Yeah.
I hate that idea,
Yeah, like-
but I kind of like it too.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was gonna say that people made a lot of wacky theories about that, but that I feel like that's Sony made like the people that made the movie had all kinds of crazy fan theories about what was gonna happen in the next one.
Yeah, like Green Goblin's a vampire now.
Yeah, no, like when those movies were coming out, they were like there were theories like, is this gonna like are they gonna have Spider-Man be in the Avengers? Because at that point, that it was like a whole new movie and whole new property, and Amazing Spider-Man and the Avengers came out in the same year. So people were like, is Spider-Man going to show up in the Avengers? Which at that point, it was not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're clearly set in different realities, different movie universes. And they're owned by different studios. And they were nowhere near an agreement up to that point. So, but people were still like, oh, is Spider-Man going to show up in the Avengers? I wish I lived in this reality that people live in when they make all kinds of crazy theories like that.
Yeah. Well, it's just like awesome movies all the time.
Yeah. Hell, half the stuff that people predicted about Endgame, like read any like
oh god
supposed plot leak from
nihilism showing up, boys. Don't worry.
I wish I lived in that reality. But anyway, I've rambled on for long enough. Jake, what did you want to say about WandaVision?
So I told my dad, because we watched through the entirety of Star Wars and he likes Marvel stuff too. So I told him, yeah, Disney Plus came out with this new thing called WandaVision, this new show called WandaVision. And so, when he thinks of Marvel, he thinks, high action, get the bad guys, lots of punching and shooting, all sorts of crazy stuff. And then he watches it and he's like, the hell is this? It's like, this is not what I was expecting, but both of us were laughing. It was really funny, honestly. We only watched the first episode, but it's like completely different from any other Marvel property. And I think that's a good thing, because I think a lot of people have this stigma about Marvel where it's the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, I really appreciate that WandaVision is just like something different. Like, I appreciate that like the MCU has gotten to a point where they can just do a classic sitcom.
Yeah.
But they can also just make it weird. Because like we've been talking about this for a while, about how the MCU is going to get weird, starting with WandaVision and going into like Doctor Strange and stuff.
I'm so excited for the Doctor Strange movie. I want some fucking creepy occult shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Jared, you haven't seen WandaVision yet, so we're going to keep this kind of spoiler free. But
there's really not
or
much
as spoiler free as it can be.
Okay. I'm good.
It's fairly like basic. It's not
tame.
It's not like getting Endgame spoiled for you.
Right.
But I saw this article about it. I just want to talk about this for a minute. A new WandaVision fan theory says Dottie is really a classic Marvel character. The basic breakdown of it is that there's this character named Dottie, and she's like the town cunt, and she's like head of the housing association. She's like head of the PTA and shit like that.
Oh, so she's not the most well-known prostitute?
No, she's not the town whore. She's the town cunt.
What's the difference?
So, and by the way, nothing against whores. I don't mean it.
Stop calling them that. They're sex workers. Oh my god.
I apologize to all sex Americans.
Sex Americans.
I respect what you do.
Jesus Christ.
Alex, thank you for getting me through high school. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you for getting me through middle school.
Elementary.
But anyway, this
preschool.
Elementary, Watson.
So anyway, this lady Dottie, she's in the second episode, and she's just like
the worst.
I don't want to use the B word because some people find it very derogatory, but she's a bitch like the whole time. And so naturally, there's a fan theory that she is secretly Mephisto.
Satan?
Marvel's version of Satan, if you don't know who Mephisto is.
Someone was just a piece of shit, and everyone's just like, obviously there's Satan.
Yeah, now honestly, like, if I'm being 100% honest, the evidence that they list for the article, which of course is just based on a Reddit post because all Marvel articles are.
Yeah.
Here's some quotes
from this Reddit post, basically like laying out what the evidence is for it. Agnes says to Wanda when walking to Dottie's house, her roses bloom under the penalty of death. Agnes then says Dottie is the key to everything in this town. Agnes tells Wanda, you get in with Dottie and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out. During the committee meeting, Dottie says the devil's in the details.
Is that all the evidence, or is there
now
more?
That is what I mean. That is what I mean when I say that I want to live in the world that these people live in.
That's all the evidence? Are you fucking kidding me?
This character is Mephisto because she said the devil is in the details. Like that level of speculation, like, ooh.
I hate to be someone just talking to this person. Imagine just
at
like
15 minutes and 44 seconds in, this person says the devil's in the details. That obviously means that they're secretly Satan.
Imagine going up to someone and being like, now you're playing devil's advocate, and they just like have this mental breakdown because like, look, what if they are Satan?
I want to live in the reality where TV shows and movies are that thoroughly planned out.
Oh my God. Imagine. It's just all meticulous though. You'll never be a filmmaker.
But yeah, no, I really do want this theory to be true. I want her to end up being Satan.
Like a female Mephisto or just actual Mephisto? He just like takes off the person's face. Like, hi, I was a guy the whole time. Get fucked.
Either one. You know, I think Mephisto is beyond gender because
nah, he's got a penis.
Mephisto is he does?
Yeah, no, he's not Daredevil. He's Nightcrawler's dad. Him and Mystique have a kid.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Also, I love that thing about Nightcrawler where he's a devout Catholic, even though he's literally this child of Satan. It's funny to me.
Look, Mephisto. You make a good point. Now, although Mephisto may have a penis, I still believe that he is beyond gender.
Maybe.
I believe that we have an opportunity to make Satan the progressive character.
No. Powerpuff already beat you to that. You forget about him.
Right. Now, there's another character that people are theorizing Dottie to be. Do you know who Clea is?
Cleopatra.
So I hadn't heard of her before reading this article. Clea is the sorceress supreme of the dark dimension. So basically, like an evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And so people are
the dark dimension. I'm sorry.
Well, this article is basically saying it's possible that she is secretly Clea, and she's somehow involved with this like bubble reality or whatever it is. And the idea is that Clea will then be into the Multiverse of Madness, the new Doctor Strange movie.
I mean, it would make sense if she's the bad guy since she's like alternate version Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and it would be like that would be like what leads into that movie. Because WandaVision, Spider-Man, the new one, and Doctor Strange are all supposed to be tied together.
Now, you see, I keep hearing things about the new Spider-Man movie, and the more I hear about it, the more I'm just sitting here like, how the fuck is this supposed to work out?
Yeah.
It's like they gotta solve the plot twist at the end of the second Spider-Man movie, but they also have every Spider-Man showing up in it. And
we've gone over this about how like it's really confusing like what they're doing with that movie, but
they have everyone.
We're not gonna have any idea what's going on until like months from now.
Ryan Reynolds is apparently showing up in it. Deadpool's gonna be in this fucking movie. I'm at a loss.
You heard it here first. Yeah, I have no idea, but
this movie is just going to be a slideshow of Spider-Man getting fucked over by everyone.
Yeah, anyway, that's all that I had to say about the WandaVision fan theory.
That's just so insane.
Jake, did you have more that you wanted to say about it?
Not really.
I feel bad. Jake like says a sentence and then we go into paragraphs.
It's
Jake,
okay.
Give us a paragraph.
Yeah, we show you ours, you show us yours.
Hold on, I gotta find the worst paragraph possible that you guys have.
Show us your paragraph.
So you guys
show
have
us
to cut
your
it out.
paragraph. To be honest, though, I do want to talk about the stigma with Marvel movies. There is a very obvious trend with a lot of them. Haven't you noticed that a lot of the origin movies is essentially, hey, it's the hero. Oh, and here's a guy they're fighting. They're the exact same. I don't know. I feel like you should wait until later to do that.
What do you mean, do that? What specifically are you talking about? Like
having someone show up that has the same exact power level as the main character, like the same powers and everything. Because like this, every one of them has been that, and I just feel like it's, I don't know. Spider-Man didn't fight Venom off the bat; he fought Vulture. Maybe we could do something like that too. Hold on, Jake. What the fuck did you put in general?
That's my paragraph.
Jake, you have to read this.
I'm not gonna read.
Jake, read this.
Yeah, no. we're gonna get back to complaining about Marvel in just a moment. Jake, you have to read out what you sent to us.
Jake,
this is your paragraph.
You have to read this paragraph. Jake, read it.
No.
Why? If you don't, I will.
Also, you have to start with, for legal reasons, this is a joke.
Hold on, what's he typing? What's he saying? What shit you talking, fam? Fine. Oh. Well, I'll do it. Fine then, I'll do it myself.
Thank you.
His parents are nearby.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not only are they in the field eggs group, which is almost comprised.
You're gonna have to start that sentence over.
Okay. Yeah, hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible Pokemon for humans? Not only are they in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3 feet and 3 inches tall and 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to be able to handle human dicks. And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, you can be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt in my mind that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. And so, okay, I'm done.
I don't like that.
I love that copy.
Out of all the paragraphs you could send,
I love that copy pasta so much. Fine. Hold up. I found the better one.
No, that's your paragraph. That's your paragraph. Now we're back to Marvel stuff.
Jake, I don't want you on anymore.
Can I redeem myself, please?
Okay, it better be the B movie script.
Better be Raid Shadow Legends.
Post it.
Nope, it's this.
Oh. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quality dick out, and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said, that's disgusting.
You didn't say it right. He said it was this big.
And he said it was this big. And I said, that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. Tall points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that. Look at these 2 balls in a bog. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot. You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
Have I redeemed myself?
Yes. I am happy.
I love
now,
that
Jared,
video.
I understand your complaint about Marvel villains.
Yeah. Right back into Marvel.
Oh my god, just like one extreme to the other.
Yeah, no, I'm serious though. It's like, I like movies better, like those kind of movies better, when instead of like killing the antithesis character, they build them up a bit more. Like, you know, like, oh, I don't know, maybe Yellow Jacket was like Hank Pym's friend and stuff, and then they kind of went separate ways, and then like in the 3rd movie, Yellow Jack comes back as a bad guy. Some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, oh, hey, we were friends like in the past, but now I have the same suit as you and I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I also feel like when
the build up is money.
I also feel like when you have a villain that's basically just a clone of the main character but bad, it really makes them just like indistinct. Like there's nothing that really like makes them special.
There's a reason why those characters,
it makes them very forgettable.
The reason that's the thing though. There's a reason why those characters are always like a character that has been influenced by the hero's life and has turned like into their antithesis. And it takes a while for that to happen because like on paper they're boring. Like Spider-Man and Venom on paper is just Spider-Man fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So that's why they have to build them up and shit. Give them like history with them. Give them like a some,
foreplay is chemistry. Very important.
Yeah, you got it. But it's like in the movies, like they're doing an all right job. It's just I just hate them literally killing all these characters off, like Ironmonger and shit like that. Like, come on, you could have built him up a bit. Although then again, with Iron Man and stuff like that, it's hard to find a villain for him that isn't just another guy in an Iron Man suit.
That's what I was gonna say. How many like classic villains does Iron Man have? Like the
Mandarin.
The one that I can think of is the Mandarin and like Fin Fang Foom, the giant ass dragon.
Yeah, which both didn't show up. I'm well aware about Iron Man 3, but that's just a huge just fucking whatever's going on there because apparently
I'm the Mandarin.
Apparently he's not because then like they made a little thing, like a little after credits stinger or something where it's like the other guy's in prison now and then someone's like the Mandarin doesn't like it when you impersonate him. It's like there's another one. It's like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Who's the Mandarin?
Well,
who wants to be the orange?
In the first Iron Man movie, the terrorist organization that kidnaps Tony is called the 10 Rings.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be the Mandarins guys.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, oh yeah, the Mandarin. He's Ulrich Killian, a German guy that is glowing red.
Yeah, honestly, there's so much stuff from Phase 1 that they just threw out or forgot about.
The thing I hate the most, though, is Ant-Man villains. They don't really know any good ones, so what they've done is they just started taking Iron Man villains. Like, Ghost is an Iron Man villain. Would you like to guess what their ability is? They're a guy in a suit.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ability.
It's just
that was my guess for the ability.
Guy in suit or Ghost?
Ghost.
Basically.
Ghost is my guess for the abilities.
Basically, like the chick from Ant-Man and the Wasp is actually a redesign of an Iron Man villain who was a guy whose power was he had a suit. Every Iron Man villain is just another guy in a suit. It's bizarre.
Yeah, no, that's why I really like Vulture as a villain in Spider-Man: Homecoming
because he's memorable and also isn't just Spider-Man but bad.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it feels like a very like distinct character.
I will admit, the fucking robot thing that hunts Thor at least wasn't just Thor again, but that was also kind of boring. Like he looked cool, but I don't even remember what its name was.
Oh, that's just a problem with the movie as a whole.
The only thing I remember from Thor is the scene when he wakes up and he's like, hammer! And they're like, oh yeah, you totally hammered, dude. And it's because as a kid I thought I was funny.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it in a long time, but like, I don't know. I just haven't felt like watching it.
Yeah. The only Thor movie I recommend anyone watches is Thor Ragnarok. The other two can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Like Thor wasn't as bad as The Dark World, but even I haven't really sat down and finished The Dark World. The movie was just so not interesting. Which is a shame, too, because like the whole plot's like what the Dark Elves are trying to take over and shit. And it's just like more Asgard stuff.
Interesting on paper.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've seen enough Underworld that I think I'm just sick and tired of seeing goth guys and dark houses brooding.
So, moving on with the show, though, I want to try to get through as much of this as we can. You know, it's concisely as possible because we have
other
we are approaching an hour.
That is a good point. What should we talk about next?
All right, so the last thing to get through before the main topic where Jake is really going to shine.
Oh, yeah.
Is Jared, your Knight's Tale rant.
I teased this in the previous
we are in a
one.
Time crunch.
I know. I teased this last...
Not really. I told you that I'm not streaming today.
Do you want to be stabbed in the fucking head? I'm trying to keep it under 2
hours.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let me talk to you guys about the greatest sports movie ever made. So, A Knight's Tale seems like it'd be some stupid like fantasy movie about the poor guy rising up and becoming king and shit. No, you're wrong. It's about fucking sports. A Knight's Tale is set up just like all those shitty football movies where it's like high schoolers and stuff, except it's a bunch of serfs living in the 16th century, and one of them decides to fake his own identity and become a knight. All just so he can live his dream of jousting. And it is an amazing movie. I think people should watch it, and it is great. I'm sold.
Hold on, does it... Who is that?
It's Heath Ledger.
That's Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger stars in it. Now, there's a lot of great things in this movie. The first thing Paul that's Bettany amazing... is in it. This movie is great, Alex. You want to know what the main song is? The theme song for it is?
What is it?
"We Will Rock You" by Queen.
Oh, okay,
and it's performed by the peasants.
Oh,
they sing it and chant it and stuff at all the jousting tournaments.
I don't like it. It's stupid, when people cover Queen songs.
No. It's still Queen.
Jared, I have an unhealthy obsession with Queen.
Okay, yeah.
I think you should understand.
It's not a cover
this.
though.
And
Alex.
whenever it's not a cover.
It's not a cover. It's the actual song playing and stuff. But then they have the peasants doing the stomping and the clapping and shit, and doing like the chanting with it. It's amazing. And my favorite part, there is this part in the movie where Ulrich von Liechtenstein, which is the fake name of the serf that's trying to be a knight, he gets a new set of armor made by one of his friends who's a blacksmith lady. And she makes him a suit of armor, and she puts her mark on it. Would you like to know what the mark is?
What's the mark?
It's the fucking Nike logo. This movie was sponsored by Nike.
Okay, all right.
It's fucking beautiful. But it's literally though, it's like one of those like high school movies where there's like the preppy douchebag jock, and then there's like the new kid from out of town who wants to be like the best and stuff, and that's who the main character is. And then like the main bad guy's just this asshole, but they're all knights and stuff. So at one point he's in the middle of a war and he gets word that this guy's beating him with the points, so he's like, we have to go back, I can't let him win. So he ends a war just to go back and joust against the guy.
Okay, all right. It's on
so fucking
TBS
good.
TNT with cable if you have a cable subscription. It's on Hulu with the premium subscription, Sling TV, Amazon Prime.
It was on Netflix for a while too. I don't know if it still is.
It's not currently.
Damn it.
But yeah, you can rent it if you don't have cable or like any premium subscriptions.
I implore everyone to watch A Knight's Tale. It is.
I am installing
so
TBS
good.
right now. I am logging in with my mom's Dish account.
I don't want to spoil
I am watching that tonight
anything else
because it sounds so good.
Oh, it is so fucking good. Oh, all right. Knight's Tale rant over.
Yeah, so Jake, do you want to introduce the tonight's main topic?
In this corner.
Let me get it pulled up. Okay. All right. You know that I care about this topic and it's serious when I start standing up.
You're standing up?
Oh no, he's standing up.
I'm standing up.
Does the animated avatar have his arms crossed?
I'm not even at my full power.
Cross your arms quick.
Jake, answer the question.
Are your arms
Is the
crossed?
anime avatar are the arms crossed?
Does he have one eyebrow raised? Oh
they
no.
They are crossed.
He's too strong. Get back. Everyone leave to the shelters.
I have a Wii remote in hand and the Wii U gamepad in the other. What are you going to do about it?
Why do you have the Wii's out?
Because I'm playing through Super Mario Galaxy 2 because I never played it. Or I played through it. I just never completed
it. Is there a website where people can watch you play through it?
There is a website. You can go to twitch.tv/ or is it /? Yeah, it is /
It's one of the slashes.
One of the slashes.
Get it right or I'll
_rivals.
slash you.
AZI_rivals.
Put it in the description.
I'll link it in the description.
We'll link it in the description. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except for this Wednesday because this podcast is going late and I've got work to do, but that's fine. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from like 7:30 to like 8:45, maybe 9ish. I play all sorts of games. I play what have I played in the stream? Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy, Fortnite.
So if you're watching this the day it comes out, what time did you say you stream?
7:30. I start streaming at 7:30 p.m.
So if you're listening to this the day it comes out later tonight, listen or watch Jake play games on Twitch at 7:30. After you finish this episode, you bastard.
Or maybe do both. Maybe listen and watch the stream at the same time.
Either one is good for analytics, but only one is good for the soul.
So 7:30 EST in case we have viewers in different time zones.
PM
EST. Yes. Please follow me on please follow me. I'm trying to get affiliate. I only have 30 followers. I need 20 more, please.
And while you're at it, follow us too wherever you get your podcasts. We have an undisclosed small amount of subscribers.
Why are you breathing so heavily, Jared?
Follow us, please.
Thank you for that. I needed that.
Why do you choose to do that, Jared?
Because I'm a powerful man.
Do you like crank the gain up do you crank the gain knob up every time you do that?
I take it off and I get really close to the mic. I like to live dangerously.
So you said that this episode is going out on Friday, right? This Friday?
Yep, it is going to be up on the 22nd.
Oh, okay, on the 22nd. Okay. Well, are you guys going to be available at 7:30?
I might.
Maybe.
Would be a really fun stream?
What?
Cursed Halo stream.
Cursed Halo, yes.
That might be fun. Do I have to record my audio for it?
No, I do all the streaming.
It's a live stream.
I do all the streaming, so you don't have to
we're
worry
up to 21 followers on Spotify.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
All right.
Wait,
let me get the trombone
am I even
out.
Following on Spotify? I don't know.
I don't know where you listen.
I don't follow
I
us.
listen on Spotify.
Shit, man, I'm cool like that.
Podcasts.
The Poggers cast.
Spotify says we have 60 listeners.
I think what we need to do is rename this to the Pogs cast.
I am following you guys. So now you have one less follower. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
We have gotten one stream in Morocco recently.
Ooh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Morocco?
Let me scroll back down to the map. It's like the northwestern part of Africa, like on the coast.
Oh. Wait. I think someone friended me from there on Facebook before.
Interesting.
Huh. I wonder if those are connected.
Anyway, that was a long introduction. So, Jake, introduce your topic for us, and let's
introduce yourself, Jake. I don't think you actually did yet.
Hold on.
Who are you?
Introduce yourself to the audience.
So my name is Jake, but most people on the internet I'm known as
Did
Azzy.
we plug your Twitch yet?
Yes, we plugged it 20 of times. We plugged it plenty
Follow
of times.
him at Twitch _score Azzy rivals numbers 9336 225 5325 5976 322211778888999992.
You give me a stomach ache, Jared.
I'm sorry.
Follow me at 1-800-STEAMERS, Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Follow me at onlyfans.com.
I want to make an OnlyFans where it's just my face, but really close up, just staring.
Heavy breathing.
Onlyfans.com.
OnlyFans.com. Cume.
Oh dear God, I'm looking at the waveforms on Audacity, and there's just a giant brick.
I think that's me. Let me check my waveforms.
I forgot how sensitive this microphone is.
Oh, there's the part where I was breathing real heavy.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this one, Alex.
I'm so sorry that you have to go.
So for like the third or fourth time, please, for the love of God, introduce what we're talking about.
Okay.
Who are you people?
Okay. So what are your guys' opinion on? Okay, actually, here, let's start off with this. Do you guys know what emulators are?
I do.
I know what they are. It lets me play console stuff that I can't usually on my PC.
Yes. So
he's learning.
Good job. So do you think emulators are legal, or do you think they're not legal?
Depends.
Are you asking like what I think like factually, or like are you asking for like an opinion?
I guess opinion and factual, because I know like factually, legally, if they're legal or not. But I guess I want your guys' opinion if you think that they're legal or not.
Why is there old cheese on this?
So, I know like a little bit about emulators, like in general. I'm pretty sure they're like technically legal. You're just not allowed to distribute ROMs, because that's piracy. You know, you can't distribute a product that like you don't have like the rights to. But as far as I know, emulating a console is technically legal. I think ethically it should definitely be allowed, especially for older consoles. Like Nintendo isn't making money off of the NES at this point.
Well, yes and no.
Well, they're not making money off of selling an NES.
Yeah.
Nintendo is currently, at this moment, not selling the Nintendo Entertainment System.
But they did make the mini console.
Like 1983 or whenever. They
made
the mini console.
But the original they're not making any more money on.
Yeah, so you should be able to emulate it on your computer.
After a while,
it's legacy
freeware.
Hardware.
Yeah, it's like Halo Combat Evolved. It's like that shit should be just freeware at a certain point.
Yeah,
Halo Combat Evolved is technically freeware.
Yeah, but you still need a key for it, which kind of sucks.
Right.
But no, I feel like if a game system is old to the point where it no longer exists, maybe make the games free, you know?
Yeah.
Let people mess with that shit. I want to see the code on all the old games we can't have. Imagine all the horrifying shit developers hid in Kirby that we weren't allowed to see.
There is actually, I'm not sure if you guys
How many
heard
things
of
can
this.
he eat?
No, Kirby's actually terrifying. We'll get into that
not.
later episodes.
But there was, I think in the summer, there was a massive leak of Nintendo games in like Nintendo code, like beta code for all these old games.
I think I heard of this.
So stuff like Ocarina of Time, F-Zero X, an unreleased Yoshi's shooting game for the Super Nintendo.
Gears of Yoshi.
Let's see here. What's some other stuff? Oh, Star Fox 2 beta footage.
Isn't that the one that doesn't exist?
It technically didn't exist until it was completed. Like it was completed, it was ready to ship, and then they said, no, the N64 just came out. We want Star Fox on the Nintendo 64. So Star Fox 2 never came out for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, because like that's the one that has.
But people found a ROM built on like a beta ROM online, and that's how they were playing it for a long time. But as soon as that classic Super Nintendo released, or as soon as it got announced, with all the 20 games that you get, you get the final official build of Star Fox 2 that never came out. And that's the only, I guess,
that's poggers,
quote unquote, legal way to
I've
play
seen
Star Fox
like
2.
People talking about old characters from that game that don't exist anymore. They're like Star Fox concepts and shit.
Star Fox, all like F-Zero.
They're all for like
Pikmin.
No, I'm talking about like ones for Star Fox 2, like other characters and stuff that they just like didn't go anywhere with and shit, just because they were in that unreleased second game. And I always found that kind of interesting. It's like a piece of dead media, kind of.
Yeah. Back to like the whole like legality issue. Though,
Yes.
When it comes to emulating old games, like if we're talking like Atari or like NES or like Super Nintendo,
Yeah, what's the cutoff limit in your opinion?
Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry with consoles that are upwards of 30 years old. It's pretty cut and dry. Nintendo isn't making money selling copies of Super Mario Bros. For the NES. So it should be like I guess ethically speaking, it's okay to emulate it. It's okay to or it should be okay to download the ROM somewhere because Nintendo isn't taking advantage of that IP. Unless you count like offering it as like a perk for signing up for Switch Online.
Or buying the Game & Watch handheld thing.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a bit more difficult when it comes to like emulating the Wii or the Wii U.
Why would you say those are difficult?
Because those are fairly well, it's just a trickier debate, I guess, because those are more recent consoles. Like,
right. But Nintendo isn't producing they're not producing any more Wii consoles.
Right.
They're not producing any more Wii U consoles. So they're not making any more money.
I guess a better example.
They're not making any more money off of the consoles unless they're getting sales from the virtual console on Wii U.
I guess a better example would be like if someone made like a PS4 emulator when Sony is still, I believe they're still selling. Are they still selling the PS4?
Yes. At the moment, yes.
Okay, so if someone made a PS4 emulator and Sony is starting to phase it out and they're starting to phase in the PS5. I personally think the cutoff should be once the original manufacturer isn't actively making money off of that console or that generation of games. Like in my ideal world, I think it would probably go into the public domain because the general atmosphere of the internet is that time moves a lot quicker. Where like, on the internet, what used to be like a decade of news happens in a week, the time just moves quicker on the internet. So things should go into the public domain sooner because there's such a like quick turnaround cycle, relatively speaking.
Right.
Like Sony manufactures a game, a console, and within 10 years, they have nothing to do with that anymore. They're not selling it. They're not they're not licensing it. They should go into the public domain and people should be able to do with that source code whatever they want, whether it's emulation or modifying the game. It is tricky though, like if you want to monetize that.
Right.
Like you shouldn't be able to sell a ROM of a game that you didn't develop.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a no.
That's where it gets a bit more dicey.
Yeah. Dicey chicken nuggets.
So you were talking about how with emulators, how you think that once the console's phased out, it shouldn't be, working anymore or in production. Sorry, my bad. Once the console is phased out, then emulators should be able to come out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's something interesting. There's already a Nintendo Switch emulator that's out.
I have heard of that. That would definitely fall under unethical.
Yeah, that's some fucky wucky shit right there, my homie.
That is just basically in the same category as like theft. Like that's genuine piracy.
Well,
I think.
Well, here's the thing. So here's the truth about legality with emulators. The only way that emulators can be legal is if they're reverse engineered. That's the only way that they can be legal is if they are reverse engineered and they are free to the public. As soon as you start monetizing it, that's where you're going to get legal ramifications and a DMCA from Nintendo.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this Nintendo Switch emulator, which is called Yuzu, they're doing nothing wrong with it. It's completely legal for them to do. Now ROMs. So downloading ROMs off the internet. What is your guys' opinion on that?
Pretty much the same as emulating the console. Once whoever owns the IP isn't making money off of that particular game anymore, it should go into the public domain. But I mean, laws aside, I think it's ethical to emulate a game that is sort of, phased out in the same way that a console is. Like if that generation of games is phased out and it's, I guess, not easily accessible, like you can't just buy it on current gen hardware. Like I guess if it's not easily accessible from the original manufacturer / developer / whatever distribution method, for the sake of preservation, it should be allowed to emulate that game.
Right. Yeah. Boy, I don't remember what I was going to say. Whatever, I guess it wasn't that important.
There. We all have moments like that.
All right, can we take a quick commercial break for a second? I got to go to the bathroom.
Ooh, Jerry's
yeah, that's fine.
corner.
I need to get water anyhow. So, Jared, you're all alone. Sorry, bud.
Oh, another one of these.
Are they gone? Good. Good. Hey, it's me, Fat Albert. Now, I know what y'all thinking. What are you doing here, Albert? Hanging around? What happened to the Cosby kids? I'll tell you what. Nom. Viet fucking Nom happened. It has been 43 years, and I can't get the thoughts out of my mind. I thought Dumb Donald was wrong when he told me about the files he found. About the war. He was right. And I was wrong. We all make mistakes, kids. Don't let it cost you your friends. Like it has me. But we take these moments to remember all those folks we lost. I lost all my friends to the Viet Cong. Don't lose yours too.
I am back.
Oh, hello, back. How you doing?
Good. So here's something pretty interesting.
Craig just left.
I'm back. How bad was it?
Craig just left.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So here's something pretty interesting about emulators.
Ooh,
and how tricky it can be to actually get them working. So there are emulators for PS1, PS2, PS3, Wii, Wii, Dreamcast, Wii U, GameCube, like everything. Oh, even like Xbox 360.
Oh, there's one for Xbox 360?
Yeah.
There is.
Nice.
There is one emulator that people are still struggling to figure out. You want to take a guess what console it is?
Oh, is it the PS4? I've seen articles about this, how it's really hard to emulate.
No.
Oh, it's not that one?
Nope. I think you'll be surprised on it because it's actually made on x86 architecture. It was literally just a PC slapped inside of a box.
Oh, is it the Xbox One?
Nope, but you're close.
CDI?
The original Xbox.
Oh.
They have struggled for so long to get it working through emulation.
Really?
Get fucked.
Yeah, even though Microsoft was able to figure it out with the 360 and Xbox One.
Well, they are the original manufacturer, so they got all those secrets.
Right. Actually,
in the words of Elder Theus, get fucked.
What? I didn't hear what either of you said.
Oh, I was just saying get fucked.
Oh,
Your turn.
Jake, what were you saying?
I was seeing what the oh goodness, what is it? What the development was for the original Xbox emulator. And yeah, looking on EmuGen, which is like Wikipedia for emulation, still says it still says dash for emulated. So that means it hasn't been emulated. Oh well, the Xbox. Okay, so the Xbox 360, it says emulated dash, but over where it says emulators, it says active green check mark.
So does that mean they found one, or?
Well, no. That means that it's currently working, but it's not currently recommended right now.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yes. There's even a 3DS emulator.
Yeah, I was gonna download that so I could play my 3DS games. Like I saw videos on like how to rip them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just never got around to actually doing it.
Yeah, I need to eventually mod my 3DS so I can rip all of my DS and 3DS games.
Which, by the way, is the only ethical way to get ROMs.
Yes.
It's the only way we can recommend.
That is technically the only legal way to get ROMs, is to make your own backup. Even if you have a copy of that game and you download a ROM, somebody else's ROM from the internet, that's considered illegal.
Yeah, legally and ethically, we can only recommend getting ROMs for games, one, that you own, and two, that you can actually physically back up yourself.
Right. Because when you have that game, when you have that physical game, you are able to make, I think, I don't know how many backups you're allowed to make. I mean, I think really it's as many as you want.
Yeah.
But you can't give that backup to anybody else. It's just a personal backup. But so as soon as you
very
give it to
similar
someone,
to having like a Plex server.
right? Like as soon as you give it to someone, then it's illegal.
Yeah, that's when it becomes piracy.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you give the physical version of it to someone and keep the backup.
Right.
We are.
All right. Now, anyway, were you
today.
saying something before we got into ethical backing up?
I don't think I was.
Okay. Do you want to just move on to the DMCA bit then?
Yeah. Oh my god, I fucking hate DMCA so much. So, if you guys don't know what DMCA is called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which basically protects companies or whoever made a certain product or thing, saying, hey, this is, copyrighted, and only a certain amount of people are able to use it without getting, like a strike or something, or having to pay or sued, or yeah. So if you know me, I love rhythm games. I love Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Beat Saber, Audica. Like pretty much if there's a rhythm game out there, not probably all of them. If there's a moderately popular rhythm game, I've probably played it. And
you know what my favorite rhythm game is?
What is your favorite rhythm game?
Is it sex?
Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What? Explain.
Batman Arkham Asylum.
It's technically a rhythm game. He's not wrong, actually.
How is it a rhythm game?
You haven't heard the story?
No.
So when they were developing Batman Arkham Asylum, when they were like in the early development phase, like just planning out like what the concept was, early on they were going to have it be a rhythm game, and then that evolved into the combat system that's in the final game that still gets ripped off to this day.
Yeah, Mad Max made a game that just rips off Arkham. It's a good game.
Yeah, like like how all like the fighting and like all the dodging and stuff like it
Mhm.
it has a certain rhythm to it, and that's a remnant of when it was going to be
Oh my god.
A rhythm
like a
game
Dance Revolution but with Batman.
with fists. It's a whole new kind of revolution.
Violent Dance Revolution.
Now that's something I can get behind.
Like Footloose dancing.
Oh my god. Footloose, but he starts a militarized revolution with his dancing.
Hey, that's pretty much what happened in the movie.
Oh my god.
So anyway, DMCA.
Yes. So since I stream and I love to play rhythm games, one of the games that I love to play.
Twitch.tv/Azzy_rivals.
Thank you. One of my favorite games to play on stream
9007901
LTTstore.com.
LTTstore.com. One of my favorite games to play is Beat Saber because it allows me to pop in my character model, pull up chat. They can start requesting songs. I can play their absolutely ridiculous, stupid songs. We can just hang out and just
10 hours of crab rave.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, 10 hours of crab rave, and we can just play songs. And here's the issue with that, though. So it's mainly with VODs, which VODs are basically like complete stream backups. So it's like a complete it's basically like a complete copy of your stream in case somebody
Video
wants
on
to
demand.
Video, yeah. I didn't know what VOD meant. Thank you. I'm completely stupid. I'm completely smooth brained.
It's okay.
No, I know VOD from when I had cable back up north.
Back up yonder. So,
Back up your games ethically.
So people have mainly been getting targeted on Twitch by these big music record companies for mainly their VODs and clips. So
It's like the new home taping is killing the music industry.
right.
Oh god.
So personally on my Twitch, if you try to do clips or anything, it's not gonna work. I disabled clips and I disabled VODs just so I don't get DMCA strikes. But some people.
So do you still get a DMCA strike on live streams then, or is it just on VODs?
No, just on VODs. I'm pretty sure on live streams.
Okay.
I don't think it can happen.
All right, join me tonight as I stream the entirety of A Knight's Tale.
I actually will join you. I want to watch it again.
Unironically, I am actually planning on watching that tonight.
Do it.
Looks so good.
Do it. And tell me all about it, King.
I will. I'll have my condensed review next week.
Yes.
And that is a promise. And by promise, I mean like every other promise I make on this show, a vague suggestion of what will happen in the future.
Damn, he's right.
So anyway, DMCA. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
It's okay. Jared likes to do it a lot, but at least you're considerate about it.
This show has ADHD.
I am very considerate. I consider not doing it, and then that's as far as it goes.
No, you don't consider. You just do it.
He just doesn't consider out loud.
Yeah. He just doesn't consider it.
You know what? From now on, I'm gonna vocally voice my considerations.
Hey, they say that when it comes to gift giving, it's the thought that counts. And I thought of getting you a gift.
You know what? It's the thought that counts. Thank you.
DMCA.
Okay, continuing on DMCA.
I wonder if I should interject right now. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Damn it. I don't have admin rights to the server. I was going to server mute him. I was going to server mute him.
You can't silence me. I'm a host. You can't kill a god.
No, you're a co-host. Alex is the host.
A mere dirty boy cannot defeat the power level of a co-host.
Get wrecked.
Okay,
scrub.
so anyhow, continuing on the topic of DMCA.
Yes, please, before I go on another one.
So I think they need to. Okay, Twitch attempted to quell the flames and like just telling people, yeah, we didn't expect, all these companies to go out and like do all these DMCA claims. They said until May of this year, this was in 2020, streamers received fewer than 50 music-related DMC notifications each year. In the beginning of May, however, we've received over 50,000 DMCA claims each week that targeted creators' archives, which were mainly snippets of tracks from older clips. So people who had like a clean record, all these companies would start going through Twitch and start analyzing, oh hey, this guy played this song for 2 seconds, let's get him,
let's kill him.
Yeah, I have some thoughts on this.
Let's get him banned or whatever. So I think Twitch tried to have some alternatives. I think how to avoid DMCA. If you want to include music on your stream, use a fully licensed alternative, like Soundstripe, Monster Cat Gold, Chill Hop, Epidemic Sound, or NCS, or no copyright songs. But right above that, they said, this means 2 things. 1, if you play recorded music on your stream, you need to stop doing that.
So
excuse me?
This reminds me of a story that I saw. I don't remember what the band was or what the guitarist was, or who the guitarist was.
Herman
but
Lee?
Someone, I don't know, but I heard that there was this guy who was in a pretty famous band, and he played one of the band's songs.
Yes. This was,
and he got a DMCA strike for playing his own song.
Yes. This was Herman Lee. This is the guitarist for Dragon Force.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Because they don't technically own the song, the record holder owns the song. So that was another thing that people got really pissed about, was that. Let's see here. I'm trying to think.
Amazing. You can't even own your own music anymore.
I fucking hate record executives.
Yeah. They need to change DMCA laws.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so I have some
for the future times. Go ahead, go on your tangent.
I have some thoughts on this. I need to go off because, look, I generally agree with enforcing copyright. I agree that if an artist makes something and they're trying to make a career on their art, right? Like if someone writes a song and puts out that song and they're trying to sell CDs or whatever, or if they're trying to make money on Spotify or whatever they're doing for their career, making art. And if someone tries to like steal that and distribute it for free, or worse, make money off of this person's art, obviously that shouldn't be allowed. But these record companies that are like going through people's back catalogs and DMCA striking all of these old clips just for having like clips of songs, or like, using songs as like background music, or, DMCAing people for playing a rhythm game with licensed or with copyrighted music. They are doing it in bad faith. And it's so obvious because like, the idea of enforcing copyright law is that I own this song, I have distributed it. If you want to listen to it, buy the CD, buy the record, buy the tape, buy the stream it on whatever service that we have it licensed through. Don't stream it from the Pirate Bay. Don't download it illegally. I agree with that. But no one is going to a Twitch clip to listen to that song.
Right.
I am. That's the only place I see music at.
No one is using Twitch as an alternative to Spotify. So it doesn't make sense to go through and strike all these people.
Right. And the thing is, streamers aren't making money off of off of the music. They're making money because they're making content and entertaining
Yeah.
people. They're not donating and subbing because, oh man, this guy played my favorite song.
Yeah, it's not like they're being a radio station.
Right. Well, I mean, some people on Twitch, they make their own music, and they basically do like a music live stream where they do like their own remixes and stuff, their own music. But
if you're broadcasting your own music to like get it out there,
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's another thing: is these automated bots that try to do DMCA takedowns. They need to get rid of them. There needs to be a manual process. So have you guys heard of have you guys heard of the streamer or Overwatch player XQC?
I've heard people talk about that person.
Okay.
But I don't know who it is or like what their deal is.
So he posted like a 10-second clip of like one of his streams from like a year ago or like a year and a half ago on Twitter. Then his account got locked because he got a DMCA claim from himself because of the automated bot thought that it was somebody else.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's another thing that needs to change. They need to get rid of these automated bots, or, have the bots not have, whoever makes the bots, get their head out of their ass and figure out that, hey, this person actually made this clip, so don't go after them.
Yeah, until robots become sentient, we can't use them to enforce copyright law because they're just not smart enough at this point.
Yeah, here we go. Twitch takes down MF Doom tribute stream hosted by Brain Feeder.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Oh, yes. Okay. So Clone Hero. It's one of my favorite like Guitar Hero mods or whatever it is. I guess it would be community project. So what some people have done for Clone Hero is, instead of playing the actual song on stream, they'll mute the audio, and then they'll just make the sounds with their mouth for the stream. Just as like a 2 or 3 song gag.
Okay, you know what? It's
the only way.
Look, DMCA strikes are bad. I will lead with that. But if they lead to stuff like that, I'll reconsider.
I'll put it in I put it in general.
Okay, I'm watching this.
Jason Paradise is great. He's a great streamer. He's hilarious.
I'll probably insert the sound from this.
All right.
If I feel like it.
Now, see, that's the thing that I should look into. So there's this guy called the 8-Bit Drummer, which what he does for his streams is he does covers of songs, like drum covers.
I was gonna ask if he was a drummer.
Let's see here, 8-Bit Drummer.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I can't not say this right now immediately. So I just saw in my email, I get emails from LinkedIn with like, featured jobs that fit like my profile. Skin PS Brands is looking for Predator (parentheses video producer / editor). Now,
look, I need a Predator. Alex, would you care to join me?
I know what they're trying to do. I get that they're trying to be cute and like combine words, but
not the time.
Hey, do you want to apply to be a predator?
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, I'll still apply. I'm very desperate, but still.
There, Alex.
Anyway,
I can't wait to see you in the news.
I'll update everyone next week if I become a predator or not.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I looked into a little more of okay, so the whole Dragon Force DMCA thing. So Herman Lee said because of all this is happening, we're going to say screw this, and we are going to make like 3 or 4 songs, or sorry, 3 albums, 3 entire albums of Dragon Force that are DMCA free.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Actually, hold on. Oh, never mind. They're already out. They just made them DMCA free. I think they took it away from oh goodness, what is it called? Yeah, I think they took the music away from whoever was the copyright holder.
So they took the rights back from whatever label they're published through.
Yes, and then they allowed it to be DMCA free. So let's see here: Extreme Power Metal, Reaching into Infinity, and Maximum Overlord.
Yeah, I'm really curious how that works. So, like, did they have? I wonder if they had to like buy back the rights to it, or if they just like came to some agreement.
Not
Either
sure.
way, super cool.
Yes.
So, hey, you guys are trash fire. We want our stuff back. Oh, okay. We tried really hard. Shut the fuck up.
So anyway, before I interrupted with the whole predator thing, you were saying something.
I don't remember what it was. It's fine. Okay, so it's their 3 latest albums that they had. So wait, what? No. That's not their last 3 albums. Oh, bonk. That's gonna suck in recording. Oh, no, I guess it was their last 3 albums. I'm just stupid. I didn't realize that their newest album was Extreme Power Metal.
It's okay, Jake.
But cool, so I can use those without having DMCA takedowns, which is perfect.
Poggers.
Poggers.
Let's see here. There's also Lily Pichu, if you watch offline TV, or oh goodness, Michael Reeves. Have you guys seen Michael Reeves before?
Oh yeah, he makes the robots.
Yeah, he makes the robots that are like electrocute people, or like taser tag, or making himself the tallest person in the.
Michael Reeves. Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
him.
he's an actual supervillain.
I love his YouTube channel.
He's
yeah,
so
Lily
great.
Pichu is his girlfriend, and she made a whole bunch of music, and she said that, hey, this is all DMCA free. You can do whatever you want with it for Twitch.
Awesome. Everyone that's listening right now, that includes you, subscribe to Michael Reeves on YouTube and watch his videos.
He's good.
Because they're all cool.
Yeah, no, he's honestly really good. Now watch, his fan base is going to explode exponentially because of us.
You know what, Jared? I just realized that now that we've told everyone to subscribe to him,
now he's going to start watching him instead of us.
No. I realized that you know how bad we are with saying one thing and then another thing happens.
Oh no.
I'm sure there's gonna be something that comes out about him. Something's gonna come out about him, and then it's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe you would say that. Can't believe you would promote him after what happened. Like, all this information came out the day before your episode came out, and you still promoted him.
You know what? We're gonna double bet down on it. Yes, we did. I support his actions 100%.
Tomorrow, something bad is gonna come out about him.
Michael Reeves, convicted murderer. did it as a hate crime. I support his actions 100%. Bold can say podcast co-host.
At least we never promoted like Call Me Carson or Pyrocynical.
Oh yeah. Subscribe to Pyrocynical.
Didn't Pyrocynical turn out to be innocent?
It's a topic of debate. Some people say yes. I believe he is, but other people are like, no, let the other guy have a chance to reply.
It's tricky. Let's not get involved.
No, I say we should. Maybe that'll give us some stardom.
Oh shit, yeah, let's try to get as much clout as we can by the end of this episode.
Pyrocynical, if you're listening to this, I'll let you huff my parts.
We will, this is a message to anyone. We will say whatever you want if you pay us.
Yeah, give us money so I can feed my kids.
We have no integrity or self-respect as podcasters.
It has been far too long since I've been able to look at myself in the mirror. Trust me, anything you make us say.
Is that how long you've been a vampire?
Yeah. It's been far too long since I've been able to look at myself in the mirror. How long have you been a vampire since I couldn't look in the mirror? Been a horrible
so anyway, is there anything that you want to talk about with DMCA before we move on to the last bullet point?
The DMCA needs to piss off. I understand why it's there, but it needs to piss off.
DMCA.
Yeah.
In conclusion, fuck DMCA.
Fuck you.
All my homies hate
DMCA.
All my homies hate DMCA.
DMCA, more like dumb cunt.
So, as we approach the 2-hour mark, I want to talk about this last point that I had written down. And I thought of this like right before we started recording. Movie piracy and music piracy.
It's
like,
so
I don't know
easy.
how much I was going to say, I don't know how much it's a problem at this point, but I would probably say it's less of a problem now that we have like Netflix and Spotify, like streaming services that offer just like a vast catalog of stuff. Like, why would you
steal?
Why would you go through the trouble of pirating a movie that's on Netflix? Or why would you go through the trouble of pirating stuff that's on Spotify? Like, some people still do it, but
they're doing it to our podcast right now as we speak.
They're downloading it for free.
Those bastards.
But no, so my idea as a complete non-expert is that perhaps the solution to video game piracy is, something like Game Pass. Like how Xbox has Game Pass and you pay like $10 a month and you have access to this whole library of games. If that was expanded to more platforms and it included more games, I think quite possibly that would probably lead to less game piracy because it's just a more convenient, safe and legal option.
Convenient if you have fast internet.
Haha, get fucked.
Well, it's not like
can't
you're
do anything about it.
I don't know what fast internet has to do with it other than like download speeds. Cause like with Game Pass, you just download the game.
Yeah, I know. But if I were to just, buy the game physically, it would take less time. I mean, yeah, there'd be time for it to come here. And for me to play it, but I would technically own it forever as long as I had that.
Right, but that's not piracy. What I'm saying is, if you have the choice between pirating a game and going through the risk of like having your ISP find out or, having to know how to do it or just going through the trouble of doing it, like if you have the choice between that and just downloading it through something like Game Pass, I mean, I think most people would choose to just go with Game Pass.
Probably.
Kind of like with Spotify and Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's my solution to piracy. Just do Game Pass, but bigger.
Watch, just some company does that, and it turns out that it works for like the first month, and then all of a sudden they lose all of their funding somehow, and it does the exact opposite effect.
It's just Quibi all over again.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen,
Quibi,
Jared?
some poor son of a bitch.
Do you know what's going to happen now?
What?
Game Pass is going to close down tomorrow.
Don't say that.
Now that I have presented Game Pass as the alternate, as like the solution to piracy, now because we said it, it's going to be closed down.
Alex.
Because that's the effect of this show.
We kill the things we love to prove that we love them the most.
We jinx everything.
I'm ready to go. Beat me up, Scotty.
Do we have any closing remarks before we do the outro?
It was Plum in the ballroom with the croquet mallet.
All right, if there are no further closing remarks.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Listeners, do you have any closing remarks? I will leave a 10-second gap so you can say whatever you want to say.
What? We should consult the Oracle.
Just kidding. We do the talking here.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be asking the questions here if you don't mind.
We should consult the Oracle, see if we should give them a chance. Oh,
right,
Oracle,
let's give them a fair trial.
So wise, Magic 8 Ball, Oracle of Ages, shall we give these peasants what they desire? Very doubtful. Okay, fuck you guys. Magic 8 Ball spoke.
All right.
We're ending it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of Bold of You to Say. If this was your first time here, welcome. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode if you like this one. Follow us on social media. That's all linked down below. Leave us a review wherever you're listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, you can do it in-app. If not, just send us a $5 bill. I think that's... you got to help us out somehow. If you can't leave a review... If you're not listening on an app where you can leave a review, just send us a $5 and we'll call it square. You can also leave a review on Podchaser. That's sort of like an IMDb site for podcasts. Follow Jake on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Azzy_rivals. Follow me on Twitter. If I hit 1,000 followers, I will send out all of my drafts.
Follow me on Twitter, also on Instagram. If I get to 100, I legally said I will send you a dick pic.
What's your Twitter?
You already subscribed to it, you fucker.
Subscribe to your Twitter.
I don't care.
Subscribe to my Twitter.
Don't make me destroy you.
Do it.
If there's enough audience demand, we will start an OnlyFans. We will do anything for the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
Download all of our episodes. It's good for analytics. Tell a friend about the show if you liked it. Even if you didn't, chances are someone that you know will be into it. That's just a statistical probability. So tell everyone about it. Tell your boss. Tell your coworkers.
Warn your coworkers.
If you're unemployed, tell... I mean, you got time on your hands. Just go out into the streets and yell to everyone to subscribe to Bold of You to Say.
That's what I do.
And then if anyone asks you what the show is about, fucking make something up. That's what I do every time. And with that, you have been listening to Bold of You to Say. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and good 9 a.m. through 9 p.m.
That's right, you dirty boys. Don't break curfew or I'll break you.